Okay, so you're given a function, and then there's a whole bunch of questions. We're just going to go through them one by one. So again, there's all these questions written up top. I wouldn't even bother. Like, just look at it down here. Once I answer A, B will come up, that kind of thing. That'll be my suggestion with that. The domain for this is a quadratic function. It goes forever as it's going down. It goes forever to the left and forever to the right. So it covers everything. The domain is all real numbers. It's saying to use an interval notation. So we're going to use parentheses. Again, it's parentheses here because you never put brackets around the infinity. So just in general, parentheses include the number in the interval. I'm sorry, parentheses don't include the number in the interval, brackets include it. So you can't include infinity. All right, so we're going to check our answer on that. Then part B is range. So range of this function. Again, range, when it's written, is from bottom to top. So it's going down forever. So the bottom of the range is negative infinity. The top of the range is 4, because that's the highest y value. We will use a bracket around the 4 because this function goes through 4. So 4 is included in the range. So because 4 is included in the range, this function has a y value of 4 at the vertex. We need to include it in the range when we write the intervals. That's why we're going to put a bracket around the 4. So this one's going to go parentheses, negative infinity, and then comma 4. And then we're going to close it off with a bracket. And again, the difference is infinity, we never include that. That's always going to be parentheses. And in this case, the 4 is part of the range, so I need to include it. Let's check our answer on that. And part C says select the correct choice below and fill in any answer boxes within your choice. So it says the x-intercepts are blank, or there is no x-intercept. Well, there are x-intercepts because it's crossing. The x-intercepts are where it's crossing. Notice the directions say type an integer. So I'm not giving an ordered pair, even though that is how I would write an x-intercept or a y-intercept, generally speaking. The x-intercept is at -1. So I'm just going to type an integer. Also see how it says use a comma to separate answers. Well, I have more than one answer, so I need to put a comma, and then my second answer will be where it's crossing the x-axis there, which is at 3. Okay, let's check our answer on that. Same thing for the y-intercepts. In this case, there's 1. The y-intercept is at 3. So I'm going to type that in. And then for part E, it says f of -2. That's asking you to evaluate the function at -2. When you're given a graph, what that's really asking is, what's the value of y when x is -2? So f of -2 means, what's the value of y when x is -2? When x is -2, it's all the way down here. So the y value when x is -2 is -5. Okay, so that would be your answer there. All right, let's check our answer on that. All right, and then f of 2, same deal. What's the value of y when there's an x value of 2? So when x is 2, the y value is 3. Okay, let's type in 3, naughty. Check our answer on that. We're good. All right. Let me know if you have other questions.